muy rico.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a freezing cold morning here in Argentina. As you can see, I'm in my snowboarding winter coat because it's so cold. And I was thinking about firing up my grill, but it is so cold. It's like 2 degrees -0. And I've decided to cook my rack of ribs in the oven. Now, let me tell you, a lot of people tell me you can't do a rack of ribs in the oven, a rack of beef ribs. And we call this in Argentina, Costillar. And what I have today is a centro de costilla, which is the center of the rib cage. And it is probably the most succulent section of ribs that you will get in the full rib cage. And in my opinion, doing it in the oven is nothing you should be ashamed of. So when it's freezing cold like today, and I don't want to be outside for 4 hours grilling this on my favorite outdoor grill, I'm going to be doing it in the oven. So follow me for this really simple step-by-step guide as to how you can grill an extremely tasty section of ribs in the oven, especially on a cold winter day like today. Welcome back to Argentine Asado and enjoy this recipe. Yup, it's cold, my friends. Let's go and do this. And as you guys know, one of my favorite herbs for grilling and cooking in the oven is, yes, it is rosemary, fresh rosemary. So if you haven't got fresh rosemary at home, just go and buy dried rosemary. But this bad boy is what makes beef blow up. Start by preheating the oven at 220 Celsius. And then we're going to take it down to 200 when we put in the meat. Oh yeah. So look at this beautiful section. It's weighed about 2 kilos, 2.2 kilos, so around 4.5 pounds. Beautiful section of the costillar. So it's the middle section. Got a bit of intramuscular fat going on here. And I like this because it's small, so it's easy to manage and it will be quick. So in less than an hour and a half, this will be ready for lunch. And as always, I start with my mortero. If you guys don't know this and recognize this, this is magic for grinding up herbs and grinding up salt and pepper. I like to grind up a little bit with a few mustard seeds before I rub this into the meat. Now, as you know, I always start by getting a little bit of olive oil on the meat, and I just took out the fridge. And I would always recommend you to let it sit or rest for at least 2 hours before you put any salt and pepper on it. And then it goes in the oven. Now you can leave your salt and pepper on the meat while it is getting room temperature, but I prefer to kind of let it sit first, do its thing, breathe, a little bit of zen, you know, and then get the salt and pepper on the meat. Okay, so we're good to go. I've got some red pepper here. I've obviously taken out the middle, I've taken out the seeds. I've sliced up some onion, and as you can see, the grill or the rack that is holding the rack of ribs, this steel rack is above a little bit of stock or salmuera or brine that I've added below. You don't want the meat coming in contact with the liquid. If not, it's going to like broil. And I prefer obviously the humidity to stay within this oven container and not get direct in contact with the meat. So now ready to go. I'm going to add a little bit of tin foil on top of this, but you can put obviously in a covered container, or maybe even a Dutch oven. I've done other videos on that. And once you're done, you can then take off the tin foil and it will be absolutely espectacular. And top tip, if you've preheated your oven at like 220 or 230 Celsius, drop it down to like 200 and just kind of go for like an hour and a half. Then what you can do is take off the tin foil and just give it like 15 minutes on grill mode, and that will give you that beautiful orangey crust of the fat on the top section of this Tira de Asado or Centro de Asado, which is like the middle of the ribcage. Okay, it's time to get this bad boy in the oven. Let's go. Okay, so after 1 hour and 30 minutes, look at this bad boy. So I'm gonna let it rest for like 10 minutes and then slice it up and serve it. Looks fantastic. Can't wait to try it. Okay, goes to the moment of truth.
¿Está rico?
Muy rico.
Muy bien, suegra. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Manjar?
Sí, un manjar, mira.
Un manjar.
Ahí estaría completo. ¿Ves?
Ahí estará completo.